Hi guys, welcome back for another one. Now today's video is going to be answering a very popular question that I've been asked on Twitch, I've seen on Reddit, and I know many Alliance leaders are dealing with the frustration. Is the time for Astonishing X-Men up where a person can just hold off for the next mutant team? And I'm here to give a practical look at all the patches from the past and into the future to give you an idea, is it time indeed? With all that said, sit back, relax, and let's get into it. Alright, let's kick this off with the current patch 5.10 or 5.10, whatever you want to call it, where we got Dark Hunters and Young Avengers, and this is basically a war patch. We got a war offense team and a war defense team. Now, moving back a year from now, this patch was launched on February 2nd of 2022. Also launched on February 2nd of 2021 was patch 5.1, which was the Astonishing X-Men and Shadowlands, which was a raid war patch. And now we're going to go through the entire year up to the current patch, just so you guys get an idea of what's been released for what game modes since a year ago. So 5.2, we got Surfer and X Factor, which was a war patch, as Surfer didn't really get any tags for anything. It was just an OP character at the time. Next up was patch 5.3, which was Kestrel and Heroes for Hire, which was a war patch, as Kestrel, once again, another OP character without any game mode tags, I should say. All right, and then after that was patch 5.4, which was with Infinity Watch, which was an arena patch and just an OP team altogether, of replacing and or knocking Black Order off their pedestal. After that was patch 5.5, which was Secret Avengers, which was a raid patch. After that was 5.6, which was New Warriors and Shang-Chi, so it was a raid / war patch, as Shang-Chi's movie was released around that time, and they upped the ante on Heroes for Hire, where they truly became miserable to deal with. After 5.6, we got 5.7, which was the Weapon X war patch, which was the direct counter to Heroes for Hire. After this, we got the Eternals patch at 5.8, which was Arena and Dark Dimensions. They both had the tags and changed up, basically knocked Infinity Watch off their pedestal a lot quicker than Black Order was knocked off theirs. But Infinity Watch, still a one awesome team in the game, can deal with a lot of stuff. And now the patch before the current one, 5.9, which was T'Challa, Magic, and Web Warriors, which again was another war raid patch. So now you're all caught up to the current patch, so the breakdown looks like this. You guys can see the rotation here. It went from a raid and war to a war offense patch to a war defense patch to an arena patch to raids again, and then also another raids with the war defense, which was Shang-Chi being added, which immediately afterwards they sold us the counter and the war offense. Then after that, arena and dark dimension, and then currently we're in a war patch. So you guys can kind of see the rotation here and what's going on. Now, there is a big change coming to the game in the next patch, assuming it doesn't get delayed. So we're now kicking over to version number 6 with the next patch here, mid or late March. Now, based on the fact that I can match dates up to dates for the rest of the patches, we have about 8 patches left this calendar year. And with these patches, we can almost assume the very first patch that we're going to get is something with the Grand Tournament, right? We're going to get characters with the Grand Tournament. Now, this could be a similar thing to like how we got Captain Marvel when Alliance War first launched and she got the military tag, and there were rooms that gave buffs to military characters. Or this could be a complete team. It's hard to say, but most likely they will sell us something with Grand Tournament to build on the hype. Now, I'm going to try to predict every patch from here on out. Now, a disclaimer, I do not have a crystal ball. I do not work for Scopely. I have no inside information. This is just me taking past data and applying it to the future to try to map out exactly where this game is going to help you figure out, as Alliance leader, to communicate to your team, or as a player, is it truly time you can hold out on the mutant category and wait for the Astonishing X-Men to get replaced? So most likely after patch 6.0, we may finally get a raid patch that will take care of tech for us, as we will be complaining about the time sink in this game, and what better time to try to save us some time than selling us some OP characters to get raids completed faster. And at this point, tech is the major holdup. And once again, I'm just projecting the order of things are going to be released. I could be wrong. Next up, patch 6.2. Most likely we will get sold a war offense here. This could also be a war defense patch. It could go either way, as the Young Avengers don't seem like a juggernaut defensive team. There does appear to already be counters that exist in the game. And with Dark Hunters, Weapon X to deal with heroes for hire, most likely an Infinity Watch is left over. They may not need to sell as war offense. So we could get a war defense here. But the patch after this is 6.3, and we will probably get our very first Grand Tournament defensive team. This is the main way to start making the spenders, give them a competitive advantage in Grand Tournament. But then, because the spenders need a solution, the next patch after that, they will probably sell us the Grand Tournament offense that counters that defensive team, bringing in those bucks. After 6.4, I am projecting it to be a war defense patch, as pretty much we'll be starting for the next roadblock for our competitors to get through as free-to-play players start to catch up to those that can spend. And you kind of know what's next. War offense to counter that war defense team to make sure that the spenders stay at the top of the game mode. And then lastly, to end the year at 6.7, this is most likely where we will get our Raid Mutant team. Now, I do want to throw things out there. So a lot of people are expecting with Apocalypse that the Astonishing X-Men would just get replaced completely. We do not know this as fact, as Apocalypse and his team has not been revealed as a Raid team, right? What we could see most likely with the Astonishing X-Men, or just X-Men in general, is not a complete full team coming to the game to help boost up mutants and Raid. We could easily get a team of three new characters that will synergize with two current characters. So it seems to be the normal for Scopely. Now, I do want to say it is very possible when I was picking this stuff out that we could get the Mutant Raid team a lot earlier than this, as it could come as early as patch 6.5. But then again, right now, going by the dates of last year's trend, 6.5 is around September 29th, almost October. Do you really want to wait that long and hold out for a Mutant Raid team to prevent your team from collecting endgame resources and Doom Raids? And I'm not saying that the Astonishing X-Men will stay the dominant Mutant Raid team until the September date, as I'm pretty sure there are some legendaries coming out that are going to be mutant based on what I'm hearing. That could plug and play and start taking away a character or two until it's down to like Jubilee, Bishop, and Beast. I'm just throwing that out there. Now, I just want to throw out one more thing before I wrap this video up. Now, there were 3 patches in this same time frame last year that were duplicate patches. So it's possible one of these we could get a Grand Tournament defensive team with like 2 characters, and maybe another spin-off of more characters that will add to Arena, Dark Dimension, as they usually like to launch a Dark Dimension team or characters the same time a new Dark Dimension comes out. We got it with Symbiote Spider-Man, we got it with Pym-Tech, we got it with the Eternals just recently. I also don't expect the Arena to stay the same, so I do expect either an Arena patch somewhere in here or a duplicate that matches up and gives you an Arena patch. Either way, all the ways that I drew it out, I tried to keep it simple here for you guys, but either way I draw it out, like I said, patch 6.5 is the soonest I would see the Astonishing X-Men as a team get replaced in the raids. And then again, this is under the assumption that they up the difficulty or bring out, you know, Doom 3 or something this year, which honestly may not happen. Probably will, but may not. So going back and answering the question, is the X-Men's time up in this game? And my answer is no, not yet. Come back and ask me in August, but for now, if you're entering Doom Raids, you're gonna need to build the Astonishing X-Men. If you guys enjoyed this one, do me a huge favor, hit that thumbs up button. If you're new and haven't done so already, hit that subscribe. And if you don't want to miss any videos I do on my channel, don't forget that notification bell. And with all that said, I'll catch you guys on the next one. Bye.